Hello everyone, this is Saving with Sam. My name is Samantha, but you can call me Sam, and in today's video we are going to go through my debt tracker for the month of January because I realized it's February and I still didn't do my January. So if you're interested in that, please stick around and enjoy today's video. So like I said in my intro, I was about to go through February's, and then I'm like, wait a minute, I never did January, so I would like to do that for you today, just to kind of see where I'm at for the first month of the year. Again, I know it's basically March now at this point, so I got some catching up to do. So this is for the month of January. Like I said, I am a full-time teacher. I teach second grade at a very small school here in North Dakota, and I absolutely love my job. I love my kids. I love what I do. I love being able to teach and change young minds. As cheesy as it sounds, I don't know, but teaching is truly my passion, and so in order to pursue my passion, I went to school and I finished in 3 years, graduated with my bachelor's in elementary education with certificates. I don't think they're endorsements. Certificates in like reading and something else. I don't even remember now at this point. Yikes. But anyway, I have some student loans from that experience, and so I'm slowly paying them off one by one. I realized when I was graduating college, like, how on earth do people know how to pay for these? What's the process? Like, how do I do this? And so I went to Google, and then I found some lovely people within the budgeting community on YouTube, and the rest is history, basically, because I found out how to do it. I kind of fell in love with this community and how nice everyone is and supportive, and it's just really great. So I'm really glad you can join me today. I also just realized I didn't have my ring on, so I put that on. Oopsie. I got engaged in last October, and so my fiance and I, we are in the trenches of wedding planning and figuring out what we want to do. And so weddings obviously cost a lot of money, and I would like to tackle a bit more of my debt before, we have our big day, our special day. So again, I'm kind of chatty today. I don't know what the deal is. I don't know. Maybe I had too many Diet Pepsis or something. Anywho, let's get into our numbers. Okay. And if you're wondering, this paper is just from the craft section in Hobby Lobby. Well, it's a craft store, Sam. The paper section of Hobby Lobby, because I just thought it was really cute, and the little gingerbread. And of course, it's pink. Pink is my thing. So yeah, let's get into the numbers. Good gravy. Okay. So I had a total of 7 loans throughout my years of college. And so what I did when I figured out that budgeting was not necessarily, I knew budgeting was a thing, but the different methods, let's say. And I found that there's kind of 2 main methods for tackling debt. The first being the snowball method. I feel like more people I've seen do the snowball method. And what that is you take all of your debts. It could be student loans, credit cards, mortgage if you want. A lot of people don't include their mortgage. If you owe your grandma money, literally anything, all of your debts, and then you put them in order from smallest amount to your largest. And then you start making payments, and you prioritize whatever is on your top list, whatever the smallest amount was for debt snowball. You pay that off, and then you move on to your next one, and you continue making those payments until it gets bigger and bigger and bigger payments, and your ending debt, you really take chunks off, which I found to be super helpful with my saving and spending habits. The other debt payment method that I saw was the avalanche method, and that's where kind of similar, but instead of organizing them by the balance, you organize them by the interest rate and then kind of balance too. But let's say like your highest interest rate was 4.99%. You'd pay that one off first, because then in the long run it saves you more money. You're paying more towards your principal, but it's just not as gratifying because you don't see those zeros as fast. Okay, but for me, the debt snowball worked best because I like seeing those zeros. I like seeing that number go down and finishing off those debts. But everybody's budget is different. Everybody's on a different financial journey. You just got to figure out what works best for you. So you can see here, loan 6 and 3. So loan 6, I paid off first. I don't even remember what the beginning balance was of that one, to be honest. It wasn't much. So we paid that off April of last year. And then loan number 3, again, was just a little bit bigger, not by a whole lot, maybe a couple hundred or something. Again, I don't remember. I think my neighbor is leaf blowing snow? What? Not snow blowing. I think using a leaf blower to blow their snow. Whatever. Sorry if you can hear that anyway. So loan number 3, we also paid off. And then, so now we're on loan number 2. I say we, but it's me. My fiance has his own student loans and a plan for that. But I am paying off these myself because they're mine. So loan number 2, again, all of my loans are due, or my payments are due on the 15th. Starting balance for the month of January was $650.21. Did make a payment of about $150, well, $153.92, I'll be specific. This one has an interest rate of 2.75%, one of my smaller percentages. That's great. So we ended the month just below $500, so $496.29. So super happy for that. I'm hoping this is done by either, I was gonna say next month, March, maybe? I don't know. Well, who knows? But yeah, I'm hoping to get that one paid off fairly soon anyway, because I can't wait. It's been so long since a 0. I can't wait. But yeah, again, so this is my top priority. The rest of these, you make minimum payments, okay? Because like you focus on whatever is your next loan in the lineup, okay? So you'll see here, like that's my biggest amount that went towards the principal. Again, I don't factor in like what goes towards interest. That's why you get funky numbers like this. I think, I don't even remember what I paid during January. I don't know off the top of my head. But yeah, this is the principal, what went towards the principal. Okay. I'm hoping this makes sense. Loan number 7, you'd swear like this is my first time doing this. No, we have several of these videos. Loan number 7, again, a little bit bigger, because you'll see the rest of these get bigger and bigger and bigger. Starting balance was, for January, $1,727.45. Minimum payment, because I'm also ahead. I know, like, okay, I don't know, I'm probably not, like, the most efficient way of doing this, or I'm sure there's a better method out there, but this is just what I do. Typically, I make one payment for, let's say, a month, and that includes, like, my minimum, and then whatever I want to put towards my debt. So let's say, I think at the beginning of my journey, because I had like $15,000 or something, so it was $150 a month, let's say. So I would put that, make that payment, and then I would typically make another payment towards the end of the month to kind of get a little bit ahead, because I want, my goal is to like just get rid of these. I don't want to take 10 years to do it. That's ridiculous. I want to pay these off I want to pay them off quicker. I was gonna say as quick as possible. Yeah, that would be great, but you know, life happens. So I want to put extra towards it. So typically I make at least 2 payments a month at the very least. If I have anything else, like anything extra, so let's say for my birthday, I get a good chunk of change, I might put it towards my debt, or like my tax tax return. I'll probably put, honestly, most of it towards debt, or maybe half debt, half wedding. I don't know. If I get anything, I probably will though. fingers crossed. But yeah, typically 2 payments per month. I don't know where I was going with that. Anyway, loan number 5. I like to call these my sister loans, loan 7 and 5, because they were so close in balance. But yeah, start of the month of January, $1,743.31. Payment $17.86 went towards the principal. This has 3.73% interest. So we ended the month of January $1,725.45. Moving along. Loan number 1, again bigger, so we're getting towards the big guys. $2,561.05 was our starting balance for January. Minimum payment again $9.78. Interest rate 2.75%. So again, one of my smaller interest rate loans. So if you again were to do this like the avalanche method, these guys, loan number 2 and 1, would have been my top priorities. And this has a ending balance now of $2,551.27. Then we get to my big boy, loan number 4. He's been with me for quite a while and probably will continue to be. But starting balance for January was $3,887.56. $9 even went to the principal. This has a interest rate of 3.73%. So we're sitting at right now $3,878.56. I cannot wait till that one is 0. Like, to have this row of zeros, I cannot wait. It's like my dream to be debt free. That's why I started this. So I like to always go through these numbers. I like to do them before I start filming, and then we do the totals with you guys. So we do them live, or as live as we can. And if you'll see here, my background, my desk mat is Goonies, just because I thought I love the Goonies and it's just kind of fun, and I wanted something different to kind of switch things up, because I do like movies. My dad, he used to own a, I don't know what you want to call it, a pawn shop basically. And when I was a kid, it was always so fun because he would have like walls of movies, DVDs, and VHS tapes. And we would just go downstairs and get a movie whenever we wanted. And so we watched a lot of stuff, and Goonies was one of our favorites. Still is, to be honest. If it's on TV, we're watching it. So let me get, where's December's? Right here. Okay. And if you'll notice, like, this printed a little funny. This is from All Things Planned, by the way. Usually this is pink, but my printer ran out of pink ink, magenta ink. So I can't print pink things anymore, which is sad. Just yellow and cyan. So normally they would look like this, all pink and pretty, but I'm still gonna use them. I'm not gonna waste ink. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take last month's number. So we ended 2025 with $10,569.58. So that's what I'm gonna put in the starting balance box. And we've used my little unicorn pen for most of these months now because I couldn't find my other pen. So we've been using this little guy. We need to do some math. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Actually, you know what? Yeah, I can. It's fine. We need to do, we'll add up my, what am I doing? We'll add up the payment one first. My goodness. I don't know. I think I need a nap. So let me add up my numbers. So 153. I'm gonna try to do this fast too, so I don't have to do a time lapse. 72. Okay, so total went towards debt $195.28. Okay. So then let's do a quick little subtraction problem, math, to figure out what our ending balance is. Minus 195 28, and drum roll please everybody, $10,374.03. It would be super amazing if I get below 10 grand. Probably not during February, but March would be super great. That's a good goal. You should set goals whenever you can. Okay, I don't know where my cap went. Okay. Voila. Okay, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. So here's our numbers. Again, super happy to make any progress because it's better than nothing. And again, thank you all so much for watching today's chatty video. As always, I truly appreciate each and every one of you, and happy saving. Bye-bye.